Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWITHEMILY. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWITHEMILY for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Today's show, it is the infamous Intern Sex Toy Review Day. Madison, my sexy new intern, that's not why she was hired, it's because she was sexy. She's also really smart. She talks about her first time bringing a toy into the bedroom with her boyfriend and all the down and dirty details. And also she got a new toy. We're going to hear what she thought about it. And also we're going to go over your emails. As you know, I love hearing from you. And I want you all to know I so much appreciate you listening to the show. And I want you to be able to have the sex life you deserve. If you hear me talking about a product on the show, I want you to know these are handpicked. I turn a lot of things away, a lot of products away, but I only talk about things that I know are going to help your sex life. And here's a great example of what I'm talking about. This new service, you have to hear about Spicy subscriptions. All of you email me, toys, products, what should I get? And I know it can be so overwhelming to choose from, or maybe if you're like me, you want to try everything. So thank God there is a new home delivery service, and it basically wraps the sex shop in great, discreet packaging and sends it straight to your door every month. Spicy Subscriptions is a monthly delivery box with a fun theme every month to help you improve your sex life, complete with the latest accessories like vibrators, lube, and massage oils that are picked out by relationship and sex experts. Plus, you get a new one every month. It's the perfect way to add an extra spark to your bedroom. In fact, 80% of subscribers have noticed an improvement in their sex life. It's pretty amazing. So now, every month, you and your partner, you look forward to the box. You have anticipation about it. And if you're single, these boxes will spice up your solo time. And our sex life are always changing. In our 20s, 30s, 40s, you have to adapt, find out what works for you over the years. So whether you are single or in a relationship, who wouldn't love a fun and flirty surprise that shows up every month? I would. I love it. If you're looking for a way to spice up your already fabulous sex life and love a little variety, Spicy Subscriptions is definitely worth checking out. So get it at spicysubscriptions.com. Use coupon code Emily to receive a free deluxe toy and 5% off your order. Or if you get a 4 to 8 month subscription, you get a free deluxe toy and your first Spice Box for free. That's spicysubscriptions.com. Use coupon code Emily.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, You got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's gotta have her standards. Oh my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, I feel so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can check out all of our podcasts, our blogs, our videos. We update the site every day. People love it. They love our content. Check it out. You will too. It'll improve your sex life. That's all I do. I try to help you with your sex and your relationship. That's my purpose on the planet, right, Anderson?
I am.
How you doing?
Okay, now I was eavesdropping before the program began, and did I hear you say that you burned something, but yet it was still frozen and fire alarms were going off in your apartment? Did I hear that correctly? How do you burn something and it's still frozen? You having one of those days? Good.
I can't even talk. Okay,
She's having a day.
Today's just been a little crazy. I was in San Francisco for the day yesterday, which was insane. And I was prepping for this meeting I had in San Francisco the entire weekend, so I didn't have any downtime, right? And then I got back late, midnight, and today was crazy. So yeah, when we were at the office, it was busy, but I knew I was coming to the show, and I'm so excited about the show tonight, but I have to eat, right? I have no food in my house. I haven't talked about this in a while because Menace isn't in the show, but he used to always... I've never cooked anything in my life. You don't know this about me, Anderson. Not
you sound
once.
like my wife.
No, seriously, like, if you were like, Emily, here's a piece of chicken, cook it, and you had a gun to my head and you said, if you can't cook this piece of chicken, you will die, I would have to take the bullet because I wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, I don't have an oven, actually, in my home.
What do you just eat, like, from fast food chains?
Whole Foods, not fast food, Whole Foods, M Cafe, next door, vegan. Okay, the point is I have no food, but I'm starving, right? And I had to go home after the show. And all I have after work.
Yeah.
For I have 10 minutes before I have to get here.
I know. I was getting frantic texts from you on the way to the studio.
I said,
I have to eat. I'm freaking out. I get it. Low blood sugar.
Because I knew
sucks.
I'd be here. So I go home and there's one in my freezer, frozen veggie burger from like Ralph's.
From like months ago, probably.
Months ago. But I need protein. I know, and it's all I have to eat. I have no time to stop. So I put it on I do have a stovetop, but not an oven. And I put the stuff in it and I let it cook for a second. And
wait, you put it in a pot?
In a what's it called?
In a pan. They're called frying pans, Emily.
You don't understand how little knowledge I have of this. I've used it like 3 times, even the stovetop in my house. So I'm making it, but I'm trying to get ready and get my stuff. And then all of a sudden the fire alarm starts going off because I was in the other room and I forgot about it because it's smoking, right? It's smoking and
Did
it's
you
burning.
put any oil or butter?
I put oil in there and
you
then this
did.
teriyaki sauce. So
you put
the fire alarm's
sauce on
going off
after, Emily.
No, are you sure?
You don't cook with teriyaki sauce, Emily.
It just seemed easier.
Put any applesauce in there?
I don't have applesauce. I would have eaten applesauce if I had it. So the alarm's going off, and I'm like, God, I gotta go. And then a bee flew in my house. You hear that part? And it starts buzzing around my head. And there's a bee. And so there's a bee. And I have a can of Raid. And I was afraid if I killed it, I've never gotten stung by a bee. I'm afraid of it. But if I spray the bee, don't they sting you? Like if they
get pissed, yeah.
So I said, okay, I choose not to do that. I put the Raid down. I take off the veggie burger, which is burnt, I think, because the fire alarm's going off. So I start eating it, and it's still frozen in the middle.
Yeah, so you burnt it, and yet you still...
I ate the whole thing, even the frozen part. But I feel better. I'm not hungry at all anymore.
Was that a honeybee?
I don't know.
Just today.
There's a little bee. I was like, oh, it's not so bad. I thought it was a fly.
A sexual fact about honeybees just today.
What?
The wife told me. When male honeybees have sex, their testicles explode and they die when they climax.
I knew that. I actually knew that. That's a great one. It's so true. I wish that happened to a lot of men.
All right, so let's talk about sex and interns.
Especially some of them that no, just kidding. Okay, so really excited today's show. Madison is here.
Hello.
Hi, Madison.
Hi.
How are you? Madison is my sexy, lovely, smart, like super smart intern. Because it's easy to get a hot chick in LA to work for you, like an intern or something. That's not hard. Yeah, dude, interns, everyone. But Madison is actually really smart. She's an amazing writer. You have to check out her blogs. Everyone loves them. And we have Intern Sex Toy Review Day. We've been doing this for years now. And Lauren, who's my assistant, she was my former intern. She's also been part of Intern Sex Toy Review Day. We're doing it for years. And Madison hadn't used, true that, you had not used a toy before with your boyfriend.
Yes, that is absolutely true. During my time in my internship, my boyfriend stumbled across my sex toy, and it was an experience for everyone.
Exactly. So okay, back up. We need details.
Okay.
How long have you been with your boyfriend?
We have been dating for about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so on and off, just kind of getting into things.
And had you used sex toys before? Had you on your own? You had.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the drawer.
Yeah, I'd been having, it wasn't quite a drawer. I had a magic bullet, one of those cute little covert numbers where you could just kind of like stash it somewhere.
Is it the bullet? Just a little bullet, not the one with the cord.
It literally, it's attached to a cord with a little remote.
I know that with the round bullet, right?
Exactly.
That's like a starter for a lot of people. Okay.
Exactly. I got it at some passion party when I was like 18.
Right.
And I've just been like
awesome.
carrying it with me.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you work. Now we have new toys all the time. You did
Yeah,
college too?
Yeah.
You've had it for like 7 years?
Oh no, I mean, I went to college in like 2012.
Okay,
yeah.
5 years.
So
Okay, got it.
not so
Right,
bad.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine if you did. It upsets me. I want everyone who works for me to have new toys all the time.
Yeah. That sucks that you have. That's your sex toy drawer. I actually have to shove mine shut.
No, I have
shut.
sex toy. I don't even have furniture. I just have sex toys in my house. Like I just have a house of sex toys. But anyway, so you have the drawer and the toy.
Yes.
And then what else was in there?
That was it pretty much. And even that I was a little bit hesitant talking about. Like I hadn't actually brought it up to anyone. Me and my friends don't talk about sex toys. Yeah, just not at all. Yeah. It's like not really a thing with my group of friends. So it was just kind of one of those hush-hush things. And my boyfriend's a super sexual guy, and he'd always ask me about masturbating, and I never really felt like comfortable talking to him about it.
Okay. So what would he say to you? He'd say,
because he masturbates all the time. So he'd be like, come on, like, you don't masturbate. Tell me, like, da-da-da, how often? When do you do it? How do you do it? And I'd just be like, yeah, no, like, I'm just not a sexual person. And I don't know why.
Wow, okay. 2 years, this whole time you're saying it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I'm not a sexual person, but you guys have sex a lot?
Oh, yeah, no, we have sex a lot. But when I met him, I wasn't really, like, having a lot of sex. I was just kind of holding on to it, saving it for something special.
Was he your first?
No, definitely not my first. But I had gone on, like, a 6-month hiatus when I started dating him, and I made him wait 3 months.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out.
3 months is good. That's okay. So then you started having sex, and then your sex life is good.
My sex life is great. I'm not going to lie, best sex I've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're 20. You're how old?
24.
Okay. So best sex you ever had. What makes you say that?
The fact that the first time we ever had sex, I orgasmed like 3 times.
Oh my God.
And that's unusual.
That is good. That is really unusual.
Yeah, it was kind of incredible.
People know that's unusual because if they do, I don't want to say this, but typically if a woman does orgasm the first time, she's faking. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and it was genuinely real, and I hadn't really had that kind of an explosive experience with anyone before him. I'd had maybe 1 or 2 intercourse orgasms in my entire life.
And was it a G-spot? Was it internal?
Yeah, it was both, actually.
Oh, my God. Okay, got it. That is really good sex. I was going to be like, whatever, it's not good. But that's pretty good. Okay, so
wait,
that's
I
great.
picture something going on here. So you tell your boyfriend they're going to be talking about the sex toy with him, right, today? And he's like, okay, you can do that under one condition. You explain to everyone what a great sex animal I am in bed.
He made you,
Oh, no.
How big is his penis?
I promise.
How big is his penis?
It's average.
Average?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, like the fact that it's average.
What does it mean?
He's kind of insecure. It's literally like middle.
6 inches?
I've
5
never
inches?
pulled out a tape measure, but I know.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure he has, but
every guy measures their penis, right, Anderson?
I've heard that.
Anderson, you've measured your penis.
I'm 2 Bic lighters. Yeah.
I was gonna say some people measure
Those mini Bics?
Not the mini Bics, bitch. The big ones.
Of course, that's what I meant.
It's like a perspective shot, you know, compared to a roll of quarters. Bigger, smaller, definitely bigger.
Okay, bigger than okay, got it. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get your boyfriend's penis. I told her we wouldn't get into too much detail, but I can't help it. Okay, so I'm kidding. So you have to watch it. So you like his penis and you like having sex with him, and it's really good. And you've orgasms. And does he now? When you say, but you said I'm not a sexual person, but yet you're having good sex with him.
Yeah,
he thinks you're a sexual person, right?
Honestly, he didn't. I think he thought that I was like a sexual retard before I met him. We don't really talk about it all that much. Okay. Or we didn't talk about it all that much. That's what I'll get around to.
Okay, got it. So, what about oral sex? Does he perform oral sex?
Yes, that's another fun thing. And, I mean, we didn't talk about this beforehand, Anderson, I swear. But
I didn't even tell her I was going to ask her about it. I was going to like, keep it to the toy, but no, I can't. Yeah.
No, it's already open. Bag of worms, everywhere.
Love it.
Can of worms. Yeah, I didn't like oral sex. Like, I did never let guys go down on me. If they started to head over there, I was like, because I had a couple really bad experiences with it. One actually resulted in me having some kind of like a situation where I had to go to the doctor. I had been like hurt by someone who had been performing oral sex on me.
Oh my God, hurt? What did he do? He bite you? What did he like, light a Bic?
I mean, we're going to get real graphic in here, but there was a part of me that was swollen much bigger than it should have been.
And it was because oral sex?
Yeah.
What, he like razors in between his teeth?
I don't know if he like bit it or he like, I don't know what
his
he
beard,
did.
Maybe?
He might have, I have no idea. all I know, it was rough. And so after that, like, I'd had a couple experiences with the guys being like, I'm going to be the best you ever had. And then instead just, like, giving me road burn. And
oh, my God.
Yeah, so I just
God,
stopped.
people, listen to my oral sex tip shows. Go
Honestly.
ahead.
And I'm also, like, I used to be really self-conscious about my lady situation.
Right.
I thought it was ugly. I still kind of wonder if it is. I think all girls kind of question if maybe their vagina is ugly.
Yeah,
so I definitely thought that mine was.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. So
Lauren, do you have a question if yours was ugly?
I spent my college years in a sorority house, so I got to see other girls often.
And then, but did you compare? I don't ever pay attention. I guess I'm so, like, I always thought mine was fine. Never had any plates. That's what I thought. No one complained.
I never cared until someone gave me a compliment, and then I started caring.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Who said what?
What do you mean?
No, someone
nice
gave me.
snatch you got there, darling.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
This is Lauren, my assistant. Anyway, yeah.
I got a text message that said, "Oh, I can't wait to like see that like."
Beautiful pussy.
Beautiful pussy.
I know what it said.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been on the blog, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of a weird thing to say.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, oh,
Okay.
okay. And
Yeah.
but then I was like, oh,
That's.
now I'm
Oh, right. Do
wondering.
other people think that my pussy's not beautiful?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Oh, God. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I think that a lot of women do have those insecurities about it. And I'm telling you, if you have that, I always tell women, like, put a mirror up to it, like, touch yourself, look at yourself. I wrote that. Who was that blog that, was it Glamour?
How to masturbate.
Yeah.
But what was the Glamour one when I was,
Yeah,
Glamour.
so
Okay, so I have a new column at glamour.com, Glamour Magazine, something, every Sunday night. And I wrote specifically tips in there for women about, like, how you should, like, learn to love it. I mean, no, you've heard me say this before, but truly read it, because it was a homework. It was how to do what was it, right? Like, tips, like, not homework, but, like, sexual homework, masturbation. So the point is, a lot of women do have, like, insecurities, and men, and maybe men do judge, just like we were talking about men's penises just now, but it's not like we won't sleep with a big one or a small one. We don't really care. But guys will be like, oh, it was hot, it was not. But if they like you, so anyway, women just learn to love your bodies. It is how it is. Everyone looks different. That's the thing. There is no perfect way that your vagina should look. But anyway, I get it. And when you're younger, 20s I understand. And also, the truth is, women aren't that comfortable with men performing oral sex on them, as well as guys don't know what the hell they're doing in their 20s typically. Yeah. So, case in point, you're in the emergency room. Yeah. So this guy is blowing your mind.
Yeah. So he is already doing a great job. And when he would ask me about masturbation and sex toys and things of that nature, I just kind of like dodge the question. I'd be really vague. I wasn't really ready to share that part of myself with him. Also, I was kind of worried that if I brought up the fact that I had a vibrator, he would either A, be intimidated, or B, be like, I love this. Sex is so much better with this toy. Let's never have regular sex again. And then I was
so you thought he would think, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, he's a really sexual person. I wasn't really sure what to expect with it, and it's just like I wanted to
How
keep
often
that.
were you masturbating on your own, though, with the boyfriend?
Honestly, not that often. Like, it was like a once in a while kind of thing, especially when I was living in the dorms.
Right.
I mean,
yeah,
anyone who's lived in a dorm knows that masturbation is just like does not go hand in hand with dorm room living.
No pun intended. Or pun intended.
Hand in hand.
So, okay, so you did that much, and then what happens with the boyfriend? Okay, so also you guys, she details this amazingly in the blog at sexologist.com, but let's talk about the story.
Okay, so I had been pleasuring myself. My favorite time to masturbate is in the late afternoon.
Yeah,
like,
that's the best time, right?
I don't know why. Even though my roommates are home, I don't really care. I just, go up my room, do my thing. And so I had masturbated before he was coming over. And he came over,
kind of
and I'm
pre-game?
Like, yeah, exactly. And so he comes over, and I'm like getting ready and everything. And he starts kind of like looking suspicious, looking around my room. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I think I hear something. And he's following this sound straight to my goodie drawer where my little bullet is in there, just a buzzing away. No big deal. I had it got jostled in there or something, and it turned itself back on. And he immediately goes, is this a vibrator? And I just froze, deer in the headlights, was like, okay, I have two choices. I can either lie to him and be like, oh my God, it was a gag gift. Don't look at it. Just look away and throw it in the corner. Or I could just be honest and see what happened.
Right.
So I just was like, yeah, that's a vibrator. And all these questions came up, but he was so excited. I mean, eyes bright and bubbly, new version of Grand Theft Auto excited. And I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be all right.
So then did you use it together that moment?
Yeah, not right then. We were about to go somewhere, so it was kind of like,
so he brought it in the car.
Yeah, I know. So he didn't let it go. Let's just say I wouldn't have gotten away with us not using it after that. And so, yeah, we brought it in maybe that night. It could have been a day later. And it was really fun. I let him. I showed him how I use it by myself.
Okay.
And then I let him try it on me, and then we had sex and used it the whole time, and it was awesome. It was great.
And he likes it because he enjoyed it. He had never used a toy with a woman before.
Yeah, I don't think he had.
Okay. And what did he like about it?
He basically liked the fact that I was enjoying myself so thoroughly, and
because it just adds it. Now you're a multi-orgasmic woman, but yet adding the toy was like. It was an extra. It was like I always say it's like a threesome, but it's like not awkward after, and you have to kick the person on the butt.
It was essentially
or leave the first one to leave, however it goes. Yeah.
It was that whole thing where it's like he can have an orgasm every time guaranteed, and it takes me a little bit longer. So essentially, all of a sudden, with
most women on the planet,
with my little friend, all of a sudden I was like lapping him. I was getting multiple orgasms out of it before he was even close to done, and he loved that. He loved seeing what it could do.
Because he didn't have to think about his great Aunt Martha or something, so he wouldn't have an orgasm.
Exactly.
Because you already come. Right, so it helped.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah. So it was a good experience overall. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And then it also opened up the conversation for other things. So now that he knew that I obviously masturbated, I had a toy, I was more ahead of the game than he thought that I was. All of a sudden, he starts asking me other questions of other things that I want to try and things I might be into and things he's into and sex toys that he might want to get for me. And all of a sudden, it was literally just everywhere. It totally opened up our sex life.
Okay, so this was just in the last few months then?
Yeah, this happened right around the same time I started.
How about that? Well, you also took a job at Sex with Emily.
Yeah.
It's been 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So did that... I mean, he must have thought that if you took a job, it wasn't just because, you like, I don't know what,
she's
tweeting.
A freak.
Yeah.
She's a freak. No, I mean, you got to
yeah.
think something. Not that we're freaks. We're all nice, very nice girls. But, yeah, so this is good. We are a little freaky.
You did go to lube wrestling, right? With me?
Lauren, her first business trip to Vegas, which we do go twice a year. She did on the first night. Came to a lube wrestling match and won, right? Did you win? Yes, she kicked ass. And she broke her toe, though.
Yeah.
That was a bummer. But it was a good trip. So, yeah, welcome to I'm so glad this is your sex life. Because this is what I want to say. It's funny because this was our show today, but last night I was texting with a guy friend, and he was like, I was just dating this girl, Emily, and she had a rabbit. She talked about her rabbit, and it made me think of you. I'm like, this is all through text, which is so annoying because it was I'm like, can we just talk about this for 5 minutes? Because it took me an hour to get the story out of him. And he was like, well, I said, well, have you used it together? No, we never. He just broke up with her, actually. They were together 3 months. Why didn't you ever use it? I don't know. I was nervous to bring it up because I thought maybe she wouldn't want to show me, but then she would bring it up, and then but whatever. And he was like, I didn't want, And so here's my point. And so he's never used a toy with a girl. And he was like, I'm now bummed because I thought it'd be hot. He goes, I think it's so sexy to watch a woman masturbate and to get off. It's so hot. And I was like, yeah, why don't women understand that? It's mutual masturbation. Mm-hmm. And so I think your story is a great example why I'm always saying, it's not like sex toys you should get them. It's like I'm a pusher or something. It's because whatever it is, it could be like a bondage tape. It could be a massage candle. It could be anything. I mean, it could be blindfolding each other. It's just a little extra something than what you're normally doing that will keep it interesting, and it opens the floodgates. And I've never once so it's thought to myself, people really don't, women do have insecurities about he's gonna see my orgasm, I'm gonna make that crazy face when I orgasm. I don't want him watching me, my ugly vagina, whatever things are going through your head. And I don't know if Anderson, do guys think she's gonna see me touching my penis in my masturbation face when I come?
Some guys might, yeah.
But you never
once that game on,
yeah, when you're exactly. But women
afterwards,
are insecure.
You might have some regrets.
Yeah, but women can't help thinking about it. So what I'm saying is, this is the thing is that women understand that it's not only going to make things interesting, but it opens a door for new things for conversation. So now it's this whole gateway thing. So I said to him last night, I was like, oh yeah, you should next time, whatever. So I said that story. So I thought Yes, I love this. Is the point that women have to understand that mutual masturbation is also, a great way to learn for couples.
You guys don't give yourselves enough credit, is what it is. You don't realize, you think, why would this be sexy? Me touching myself and doing this.
This is what I'm saying. That's my point.
There's websites, many of them that are devoted to that. I mean, guys like to see that a lot.
So here was my bottom line story. Thank you, Anderson. I was having a mind game. It's the frozen veggie burgers making me
don't eat those
my brain. I didn't mean to. I didn't know it was frozen. It was burnt.
On the bright side, what is she going to get? Salmonella from the veggie burger?
Yeah, I probably am. I'm going to die. I'm about to die. I'm not. I literally am seeing spots. No, but I was going to say is that masturbation with the toys with the boyfriend is that I've never once in all these years I've been doing this. I've never got an email from people who are like, "Oh, why'd you tell me to blindfold my husband? It was the worst idea," or what? So it's it's never bad. It's always people who are like afraid of it and whatever. But there's never been anyone who's like, it ruined our sex life. She dumped me and married her vibrator. Like, never happened, And no women. And if you are with a guy who's like, oh, it's gross, or why can't I please you? It might not be your person. So I think this is a great example of that.
But if those things do happen, you should probably email us because that would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, if they do, email me at feedback@sexwithemily.com.
If something crazy happened when you pulled out a vibrator,
that is a great idea.
Please tell us.
Because I've never, all I hear, and this is what I was thinking, our event at Hustler last week, there was a bunch of people who said, oh no, it was the new intern today that I was interviewing. She's not replacing Madison. She said to me, and I heard about your podcast from my ex-boyfriend like 6 months ago, and he told me to listen to it, and it totally opened up my sex life. And then we started buying all these toys, and we started cock rings and all this stuff, and she was just like excited that too. Mm-hmm. But then she said they broke up before they used the cock ring, and she was really bummed. I'm like, well, we've got like hundreds of them in the office. Okay, so now you use a toy. What other things did it open up for you?
Okay, well, so you gave me a G-Twist Smart Vibes from Good Vibes.
Right.
Which
this is the intern sex toy review. Hence the intern sex toy review. How did you like it? Say it again. It's the...
Okay, it is the G-Twist Smart Vibe from Good Vibes Toys. It came highly recommended on goodvibes.com. Friendly, non-threatening. It's pink. And it's shaped like a penis, which I actually was like gravitating toward because I've never had an internal sex toy.
Oh, you just had the bullet.
Yeah, so
Which
I've never
is so interesting because you have G-spot orgasms very easily, but you never had a. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't need. Can you give yourself a G-spot orgasm with your fingers?
No, I was actually laughing about that. For some reason, my hand can't go that way. I can't seem to finagle it where I can get that angle. My boyfriend can do it very easily. Really like
longer
no
fingers?
effort at all. Yeah, I have no idea what it is. He has the touch and I don't. But. Okay. I know it's possible.
I get why you like this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we come back, you're going to tell us all about it. But first, we have to do a quick word from our sponsors here. So as you know, I so appreciate everyone listening to the show and help you have the sex life that you deserve. So I want to give you the best show possible. So thanks for supporting all my sponsors. So here's one. This is an important one, people. Have you ever felt like you don't feel that fresh down under? We were talking about insecurities earlier, whatever. But sometimes, you shower in the morning, at night, you might not be so fresh. I created a solution called Down Under Comfort. It's a cream to powder formula that keeps you fresh and dry all day, which means you'll be ready for action at any time. It's for men and women, can be used anywhere in your body. It prevents sweat stains and chafing and that feeling that you might not be so fresh. You're probably thinking, I showered this morning, I'm fine. But guess what? Hygiene is the number one complaint. I do hear from men and women about sex. So the weather, it's summer, it's hot, it's muggy, it's gross. And your breasts, your balls, everything gets sweatier. So check out Down Under Comfort. Go to EmilyandTony.com. Use coupon code Emily for 20% off. And this is the thing about this product is that you never think you need a product like this until you use it. And then you can't stop using it. It changes your life. Also, I have to thank you, everyone. Good Vibes. You got to check them out. They provide us with all these amazing sex toys that we talk about on the show. And they carry the Vibratex, the Rabbit Habit, which we love. They carry the Magic Wand and all the other toys. So go to sexwithemily.com, click on the Good Vibrations banner, and then you'll see all my favorite toys. I have a store there. Use coupon code GVEmily20 for 20% off. So check it out now. That's sexwithemily.com. Click on Good Vibes, GVEmily20. 20% off. Get your toys. Okay, Madison, hi.
Hi.
So tell me about the lovely G-Twist.
Okay, so first things first, one of the best things about it that I discovered was that it has 8 function settings for vibrating and pulsating. And then also on top of that, it's got these little like plus and minuses so you can control how intense the vibrations are.
It's like the sleep number bed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Except
mix it all up.
The sleep number bed does not come with a turbo boost button at the bottom, which scared the bejesus out of me the first time I used it. Yeah, it was like all of a sudden it's just like it's kicking. It's like in Fast and the Furious, like kicking that car with the nitrous or whatever. Right. It just takes it off and terrified me.
Did it feel good? Okay, terrified.
Okay. It feels
scared,
good when
like,
you're
scream?
expecting it.
Right.
Like it wasn't quite
It was like a new car. You were like test driving.
Yeah. So that was one of
in
my
your vagina.
points. Yeah, that was one of my points. Is that I wanted to be very clear on is that when you're trying out a sex toy for the first time, I would definitely recommend doing it solo. I tried the G-Twist for the first time with my boyfriend, and my goodness, because he can't feel it. He has no idea what's going on, and it can get a little uncomfortable.
He can hurt you if he keeps pushing it, going too deep with it. That's true.
He's the one who scared me with the turbo boost. So it was like coming inside of me, and he hit the turbo boost, and I was like, what is going on?
Right.
And then I was like, please never do that ever again.
Right.
So, as far as a vibrator goes, can I just say this thing knocks my magic bullet totally off the shelf.
She threw it away.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even looked at it in so long. Sorry, magic bullet. You were great for a while, but I've upgraded.
So loyal. Like, it went through to college, high school, the whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. But I found something new, which is huge and pink and has 8 function settings. So I've mentioned that I'm able to have a G-spot orgasm. Unfortunately, I was not able to find it with this guy.
Okay.
I mean, I lubed it up to the maximum. Anyone who tries this toy, I'd recommend using as much lube as possible.
Lube is always important with toys. It's great to use lube with toys, yeah.
Absolutely. So I'd recommend lots of lube. One of the things about it, it's ridged. Like, it's got like a kind of like a spiral pattern on it, which is supposed to enhance pleasure, but I found it to be a little bit too girthy for me right off the bat. Maybe
every woman's different, right?
Yeah, maybe just because it's my first toy or something like
your first
that.
internal toy and used to a penis.
Because your boyfriend's average.
Yeah, well, maybe that's it too.
Why do you got to bring up her boyfriend's penis again?
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Okay. It does its work. It's not
it
the
does
size.
its work. I think your boyfriend's penis is like the
it's the proof. He's always like
he nailed it from the first time they had sex. Anderson, can you say that?
He nailed it. I get it.
Yeah. But
okay. So and then you used it with him the first time you used it was with him. Okay, I got it. And then okay, good. So there's the other G-spot toys too that we could try for you, but you've also used it.
I use it externally, yeah. So I looked online, actually, because I was, like, not ready to give up on it. I was like, you know what? Other people gave it great reviews, so I'm going to try it different ways. I tried, like, mounting it, basically. Like, I've tried it in all different ways, shapes, and forms.
You mounted the G-twist.
Yes.
Were you alone with it, or was it with your boyfriend?
Yes, I was, because I just couldn't bring myself to
mount it.
I just couldn't bring myself to mount the sex toy right in front of him. I had to wait until I was alone.
Sometimes you want to wait till you mount the toy. I get it, yeah.
But someone had said online that that's the way they do it, is they, like, lay on their stomach and use it that way because it, like, presses more on the G-spot.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's true because it has a little bendy tip.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like that thing that we were talking about where you can, like, put your hand on your
pelvis and that
to
can help
kind
you
of, like put more pressure on it. It's like if you lay on your stomach, you're doing that for your own purposes, but I'm just clumsy and I had trouble maneuvering it, and it was just kind of, I think it's too expert level for me personally. I think a more expert toy user would get a lot more benefit out of it.
Yeah. Perhaps. Or exactly. And I know every toy doesn't work for every person, but you like it externally and it's strong. I know I love it. See, I love the G-twist. I've used it. I get it. But every vagina is different, like snowflakes.
Yes.
All different sizes, shapes.
Absolutely.
All those things. So I totally get it.
Is there such thing as the sex games, like the X Games? Or like chicks who are, because when she's talking about like how you got to be an advanced user, I'm just picturing like some chick coming out on the stage going, I'm an advanced user of these toys. Sex games, gold medalist.
I think I would be an advanced user of toys.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I was about to say, I was like, I probably am.
You ever make anyone wait 3 months like Madison did here?
I made him wait a year.
Yeah, but you're like 13, right?
I was 17. Have I ever made anyone wait 3 months since college? No.
I hear how she said that, Madison. No.
But Madison was 24. I can't remember the first. I mean, maybe when in my 24, maybe I would wait a month.
Yeah, that's reasonable. 3 months is a long time.
Yeah. No, but people do it. Good for you.
Honestly,
and now he's great. So things are now. So I want to hear more about how you think it's expanded, because you said once you bought the toy and it opened up all these things. So tell me where it's gone.
So now we have moved on to one. He just keeps buying lube, and I don't understand.
Why do you buy things with my? I have lube in the office. Would you stop buying lube?
He does this. It's not even me. I haven't purchased lube in my entire life. He just bought lube.
You know that lube is awesome. Everyone check out the if you go to my Good Vibes page, there's the Please lube is great by Good Vibes. All my favorite lubes are there, but it enhances sex, right?
Yeah, I also brought him home the Fleshlight lube, and I brought him home the Max for Men masturbation cream, and he went nuts. He went totally bananas over it, and
masturbation. Right. See, guys are like, what do I need?
Yeah.
I got my hand. What do I need? But like, why not try something else? We've got a million things to try, so try some freaking lube.
Yeah, it's not the dark ages anymore. You do not need a tube sock.
Masturbate with some cream. Big fucking deal. Like, do something different.
Next up, Fleshlight. Emily just hooked me up with a Fleshlight. I get to bring it home to my boyfriend and be the hero.
Does he know? Does he want one?
He's been asking. Like, I brought it up to him possibly, and he's been asking about it. You know, like kind of like that little kid waiting at the door, just like, so is my Fleshlight here yet?
Right.
And I'm like,
cute.
yeah, no,
they
keep waiting.
They took forever, but now they're on your desk. Like, I walk in today, I'm like, how are you working? This is Madison's desk in the office. she's got this big desk, and the entire thing is taken up with flashlights. Yeah. And then Madison's like working off, like, what? We can move the box of flashlights off your desk.
I make do.
No, you're good. You're like that. You're spunky like that. You're cool. You can adapt. You're adapter. So you're going to bring it home. Will you come back on?
Absolutely.
Will he come back on?
I don't know.
Could he call in anonymously?
He could call in probably
and talk about it.
Or
so the flashlight is a male masturbation sleeve. You've heard me talk about it before. And are you going to use it? So this is a great mutual masturbation thing.
Absolutely.
You could get him up with the flashlight, and then we'll give you another toy, whatever you want. You know.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm taking him the Dahlia.
The Dahlia, the Vibratex.
I'm really excited.
You are going to love the Vibratex Dahlia because that is also a G-spot toy, but it's very differently shaped.
Smooth.
It's smooth, and it has different functions, so use it first. Powerful. But it's also got a lot of clitoral stimulation. It's completely different. You're
really excited.
Dude, this is going to rock your world. You've never had, like, it's like a rabbit. It's like a version of the rabbit, but it has the little.
Yeah, it's got like a little butterfly.
It's got a little butterfly where the clitoris is, and then it's got the things that go.
Never done that.
Oh my God, will you use it tonight and come in tomorrow?
I will. Well, I'm coming in on Thursday. Okay, so I will.
Is it like a blender?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the rabbit habit actually is the one with the pearls, which the blender goes around and around. But this one just has the top. So it looks like a rat, like the rabbit vibrator.
Is it one of these ones that like kind of like rotates? Like,
so there's a rotating top.
Fingers,
so it internally goes in her vagina. No, you can see we're on the radio.
I can see. So
it goes in her vagina. And then there's a little thing at the top that spins around and is like, hello, G-spot, if you want. But you can also separately control it. And then it's got this little fluttering thing on the outside, like a little butterfly that goes on her clitoris. It's Dahlia, like a flower.
It actually looks as precious as she's describing, for the record.
It's really cool.
It sounds very, like a lot of moving parts.
It's adorable.
Well, we'll see how it goes down.
In the olden days, did you have to crank up your vibrators?
Oh, these
are...
crank
them?
No, there is an antique vibrator museum in San Francisco. I have a video of it.
Show me
I never need to go.
They look like torture devices, though. They don't quite look like
they're
the
like
pleasure
huge.
tools.
Well, have you seen like Masters of Sex? And so time with like the big. Anyway, we'll get into that. But Madison, so you rock. You've been awesome. Everyone should check out Madison's stuff on my website. It's under her name, Madison, sexwithemily.com. And any last words? And how do you like being an intern here?
I love being an intern. I'm not just saying that because I'm in the
You're
hot seat. But honestly,
I shouldn't have said that. I said, what do you hate about it?
I'm having so much fun. The only thing I hate is living so far. But
I know,
I'm moving
when you move to the city.
September.
Yeah, you'll be so happy. It'll change your life. Is your boyfriend going to come with you?
That's up for debate.
Are you going to dump him?
No. That would be a really awkward
thing.
I'm
kidding. Always listening to the show. Don't break up with them.
On the show.
I'm kidding. Okay, we'll talk after. Okay, everyone. Anderson, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Anderson.
Thank you, darling. And thanks, everyone. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. All that stuff is Sex with Emily. Thanks so much for listening to the show. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com. Thanks so much for listening to the show. As you heard, we did talk about the fleshlight, and it really does. Madison, are you excited to get the fleshlight for your boyfriend?
Yes, I am so excited.
I know. It's going to be awesome because it's actually, you get to masturbate with it, or you could use it on your own. A lot of men use it. It simulates the sensations of real sex, and it looks and feels like the real deal. You had him on your desk all day. Did you think there was a bunch of penis? But it's hidden, though. It's a flesh. It's in a nice little, they call it a fleshlight because it looks like a flashlight.
I'm getting him the flight too, so it's super stealthy. You have no idea what's going on until you open it up.
Yeah, exactly. And then even then you can't tell. And it's really cool. It's lightweight, the flight, all of this. And they also have the stamina training unit. If you want to last longer in bed, you'll experience some of those mind-blowing orgasms if you have a penis and you use it, which I do not, but I wish I did. And if you want to check any of these out, you should go to sexwithemily.com/fleshlight or just click on the fleshlight banner on my page and you can see where it goes to all my favorite fleshlights, the most popular ones that I know you've all been buying because you've been buying them like crazy. Madison's coming back and telling us about her experience. Yes. Again, go to sexwithemily.com/fleshlight. Check it out.
You're kind of like a fleshlight, Emily.
What do you mean?
Because one of your friends said if it could cook, I'd leave my wife. Right?
Yes, you're right.
You can't cook.
I can't cook. Oh my God.
So if Emily could cook, he would leave his wife.
No one would even date me. Jesus. Okay. Thanks everyone for listening to Sex with Emily.
Perhaps play a little game called Just a Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
Hey, this is Jordan Harbinger, host of the Art of Charm podcast, the #1 dating and relationship advice podcast in iTunes.
I'm Emily Morse, host of the Sex with Emily podcast, the #1 sex and relationship podcast on iTunes and at sexwithemily.com. And this is Just the Tip.
A lot of guys are writing in and saying as they get older, their libido's going up and down, but I'm actually hearing from a lot of young guys that are saying, that certain things are killing their sex drive as well. What are some of these things guys are doing that are just really screwing them up?
It's true. I've actually noticed as well that it's young men too and older men. So first of all, for anyone, alcohol. I know we all want a little liquid courage. Mm-hmm. I've heard it before. There's nothing wrong with a little liquid courage, but when you go beyond one drink or two, it can interfere with erections.
Right, it drains the courage from your penis.
Exactly.
And puts it elsewhere, and it doesn't go back.
Exactly. So unfortunately, you might have the courage to make the move, but your penis is having none of it. Also, tobacco. Even a few cigarettes. A lot of guys are like, I only smoke when I drink. How often do you drink? Every day. Guess what? That can affect you too. It actually impairs the blood flow to your penis.
Oh, no.
So that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yep, got to butt out of the butt.
You can smoke yourself impotent.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
See? Makes you never want to smoke again. Or antidepressants. They also have a lot of sexual side effects, including loss of desire, difficulty reaching orgasm. So check with your doctor.
That's ironic because that would make me so depressed.
Well, exactly.
Right?
You're like, oh my God, I'm so depressed. Oh, now I feel better. Can't have an orgasm. I'm going to kill myself again.
Right.
No, it's true. It is a bummer. So there's these huge side effects. And then marijuana, very sexually unpredictable drug. Yeah. People say it enhances lovemaking. Well, many users say it makes them withdrawal or more anxious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people in college were like, man, I'm so horny. I smoke pot. I curl up in a ball and go to sleep.
Exactly.
That's why I don't do it.
After
it's the most boring thing ever.
Exactly. Right. So those are some things. Check with your diet, your health, and the healthier you are, the healthier sex life you'll have.
If you guys want to learn more from The Art of Charm about dating, relationships, and even networking for business, visit us at theartofcharmpodcast.com or check us out on iTunes and follow me on Twitter at The Art of Charm.
And check out the Sex with Emily podcast at sexwithemily.com and on iTunes if you want to have the best sex of your life, that is. Also, follow me on Twitter at sexwithemily.
Buying a car can be such a stressful experience, but TrueCar is changing car buying forever. TrueCar actually helps car buyers get rid of the fear that they might overpay, and that fear is the worst. Last month, over 45,000 cars were sold by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network, and TrueCar.com users save an average of $3,046 off MSRP. So, when you're ready to buy a car, you just gotta follow these 3 easy steps that if you want to save money. First, go to TrueCar.com and find out what other people paid for the car you're looking for. Then, register at TrueCar.com to see upfront pricing information, and then you lock in your savings. Third step, totally simple. All you do is you print out your TrueCar savings certificate, and then you take it to the TrueCar certified dealer for a better, hassle-free car buying experience. Who doesn't want that? Some features not available in all states, and every day, TrueCar.com users receive negotiation-free, guaranteed savings. Save time, save money, and never overpay. Why would you do that? Visit TrueCar.com today. That's TrueCar.com.